Time management. Is it one of those things that you're particularly bad at? Perhaps you're always late for stuff, or you're not quite able to go and pick the kids up after a football game because you got trapped somewhere in traffic because you didn't give yourself adequate time to get there. If this sounds a little bit like you, perhaps you need to adopt a few routines that might make your life a little bit better and make your time management skills perhaps a little bit more embellished. The first step really is to prioritize and plan. Often, as human beings, we're trying to cram too many things into one day, and there's just not enough time to be able to do that. The key to success really is to prioritize what's the important things you need to do, where you need to be, and then think about the consequences if you don't fulfill something and plan those as your most important tasks. And then anything else that's not so important, you can skip them and you don't need to cram them into your day. The second point is to set some degree of boundaries and learn to say no. Often we're all pleasant and nice and someone asks us to do something and we're trying to be accommodating and we say yes, we'll be able to do that. But we know deep down inside we're going to really struggle. This causes stress and the likelihood of us being able to accomplish everything is fairly minimal. So learn to say no and set some sort of boundaries. The third point is use blocks and routines. Often, if you do things at a set time, the same time every day, or you're doing it the same time every week, you get used to doing it, you know how long it takes, and it just becomes part of your life. When things are a little bit more skewed and you're trying to do crazy things that you've never done before, and you don't know how long it's going to take, being able to plan and manage that time becomes a little bit more tricky. The fourth point is to use technology to your advantage. Use apps on your phone or any other medium that enables you to have reminders or tell you how long it's going to take you to do something when you've got a countdown. And you know that if you're running out of time or you've got another task to do, you're not going to be able to do two things at once and you can prioritize at that point. But trying to commit everything to memory and then suddenly waking up at 8 o'clock in the evening, thinking that you've got to go and pick little Johnny up from a rounders game, and you found out that it's finished 3 hours ago, and you're going to look like the worst parent ever. That's not a great thing. So use the technology wisely. And the final point is to make time for yourself and don't try and fulfill other people's quests and objectives. That downtime gives you a little bit more relaxation and rest. And when you are doing tasks, you can do them a lot more efficiently. So, to go over those five fairly simple time management points again, prioritize and plan, set some degree of boundaries and don't try and please every man and his dog. Use blocks and routines. Do repetitive tasks at the same time. Use technology to help you out and give you a warning when you're fast asleep or things are going to take too long. And make sure you have time to rest and give yourself some energy back. And if you follow those, you're probably going to be a little bit better with your time management.